Do not attempt to adjust your programming.
If your buttons are pressed.
B-movies and beyond.
Pew. Pew, 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 pew. Do we have to do the pews because we don't think there's enough?
That's a very good question.
Quick question, Ryan. Why do we have the pews?
Why do we do pews anymore? What's going on here?
We had Aaron on. He made this, and I remember I was like, I think there needs to be more pews, and then there wasn't. so this is fine because we get to do our thing. So maybe it's perfect. This is Aaron. You did a great job.
I do like your question though. Do the intro and all that good stuff real quick. Okay. You chug that.
Wow. Oh yeah. My wine, man. I'm super fancy, but now I'm out. Welcome into episode 302 in the new year 2023. Whoop whoop. Is it on repeat? We got music on repeat. Ryan has some new fancy new equipment.
I'm pressing buttons.
Yeah. And getting like feedback now. That's never happened before. What's going on, Ryan?
It's not my fault.
I know. Well, you got this fancy mic, and I'm not so sure.
Dude, it might be my fault.
It's okay. Ryan, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Peter. How did you celebrate?
With the family. I did not get to go to bed early, but I went to bed as soon as I could, as quickly as possible, because parents, you're tired. Played some headbands with the kids.
Headbands? What is headbands?
So you like wear a headband basically, right? And then you have cards that have like an object on it. You got to ask questions to the other people, yes or no questions, to figure out what the object is on your head, which sounds kind of easy, right? This is made for kids.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it's made for kids, and you're right. It is super hard. Some were easier than others, but dude, there was like just some that just flat out we could not figure out, and we couldn't believe this is made for like 6 up. So that's how we spent our New Year's. And it was a good time.
6 up, like instead of heads up, 7 up,
like ages 6 and up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What did you do, buddy?
I went to go visit with our friends, Banana, Nate, and Aaron, and over at Aaron's brother's house, and we played. Oh, what's that game that you guys always play? And I've always successfully ditched it. Wench.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they said, Peter, you're like the best loser at that game.
I pretty much do anything they tell me to do.
That's what I mean. I think you're the best loser at that game.
Except for there are it's very similar when we played that horror trivia thing at Aaron's. Or no. What was that other game where you had to do like dares or whatever?
Oh, that one was bad, dude.
Yeah, but I just let sometimes there's consequences to the things you make me do. I will try to get you back.
There's a lot of butt stuff with our friends. No butt stuff on. I think because there was more mature people there as well, so the butt stuff was down to a minimum.
Yeah. Okay. So I got a couple questions about your New Year's because I saw some pictures and I was thinking about it. So I guess first things first. Did Nate bring a sword to a party?
Nate brought a Zelda sword to a party. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And, yep. And we were opening. How do you open up the wine bottle? What do you call that? Where you like slice the top off of them?
Sword action. I don't know.
Sword play.
Sword play.
No butt play, but we had sword play.
And did Aaron cut his lip on that cut bottle?
Yes. So both those are true statements. Aaron grabbed. It took him. I'm going to call him out. It took him like a good 10 minutes to slice that bottle open. He just wasn't listening to Nate's instructions. He wasn't massaging the bottle, and he wasn't giving it a proper like slice. I was like, "Hey, let me do this. I got it." And then immediately, Aaron just grabs the bottle and just puts it right in his mouth, and
Cuts
just
himself.
slices his mouth open. Which, the one thing that, like in my life, I was always told, don't put broken glass near your mouth because if you eat broken glass, it slices up your insides.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to the hospital later that night.
Oh, that would have been a fun New Year's Eve.
Well,
/ New Year's.
/ New Year's, yeah. It would have been the first of many, yeah. So it was fun. It was fun watching. There was a mac and cheese bar. That was fun.
Nice.
And played lots of card games. And that's how I sell hanging out with us is lots of card games and just food just scattered on islands of tables and oh, there's a lot of tequila, tequila.
And you might get something up your butt.
And you might get something up your butt.
If no one knows the games we're talking about, well, I don't even say that one. Get it? I don't even know what that was. But Winch, do a Google search for Winch, listeners, and it's a pretty fun card game. And if you lose, though, there's consequences, especially depending on who you're playing with. So
I think Peter likes the consequences, though.
No, I never. Well, at least the first time I played, I never wanted to lose. I never want to lose. You kidding me, dude? I hate losing.
Yeah, you are pretty aggressive in your competition.
Yeah, and if I think you're cheating, I'll let you know.
Oh, same here. Same here.
Oh, that's when we hop over fences and run away.
I should do that for old time's sake. Just randomly get in an argument and just run away.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even care if like I was right or wrong. Just the fact to get out of there.
Nice. I like it. You should do it. Should we get in our? Do we have a quick question? Oh, also.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions.
I don't know why I just mouthed that.
We have lots of questions. I was gonna say happy birthday, Ryan. By the time this comes out, you will be another year older.
I will be one full cycle around the Earth. Sun. Thanks, man. Yeah.
I just circle around the Earth. Yep.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, man. I thank you. I will be 37.
Oh, hey, congrats.
I'm making
my
it.
age.
I am catching up to you, Peter.
Well, we'll be the same for a little bit.
I'd also like to wish a happy birthday by the time this comes out to Norman Reedus. Big fan of our podcast. And Nicolas Cage, the biggest fan of our podcast.
That's right. Actually, it is. Oh man, we're a little bit off, man. But I mean, it's technically Nicolas Cage month.
I know. I was thinking about that when I was watching movies. I was like, shit, I didn't watch a Nick Cage movie. Maybe we just double up. What do you say?
We'll make it happen. I mean, it'll definitely happen. And he's always in our hearts. So there you go.
He needs to make January his month anyway, because January is. Oh, well, quick question. What month do you think has the worst movie release dates? And why is it January?
Oh, I disagree, man. I think January has changed because it used to be the dumping ground. But now, hang on, I need to see coming up movies. They actually have some. Well, actually, I feel like you might. No, there's something coming up that looks really cool. What is coming out? I just saw it.
That girl Chucky movie?
Oh yeah, Megan. Yeah, Megan. That's something I want to see.
Yeah, that looks cool, I guess.
I'm just saying, like, dude, I don't feel like there's not a month now where there's not at least like one really good movie. Like,
oh, okay.
I feel like it because it used to be like nothing until May, right? And then from the success of 300 in March, they started figuring out, oh, hey, if we just release good movies earlier, people will go see it. So they started releasing new, like, better movies at that time. And you started getting even bigger hits. And even in February, you started getting massive hits. So January, I guess it is a little bit smaller, but there's still some decent movies. Like, I'm excited for Megan. That's the only one I can think of.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, damn it, Avatar, you're still trying to trying to infiltrate in my birthday, and you don't need to. And I don't know. I think this year's a little skewed because December had this major like, hey, we're gonna try and make Avatar make $2 billion, and it's not there. So they pushed everything off, which is kind of. And I heard Babylon, like, which did very poorly, is an actual good movie.
I've heard mixed things about Babylon, but Babylon it's definitely it's kind of similar to Avatar. It's like 3 hours plus.
Oh yeah. See, I'm not into that. Like,
and it's also like it's meant for like the movie connoisseurs, which I think if I had to pick, I'm gonna go see Babylon over what's the fuck the thing I can't even think of, Avatar.
What I like your first title. What's the fuck it is?
Yeah, but guess what, Ryan? I mean, guess what's coming out?
Cocaine Bear.
Nicolas Cage movie, The Old Way. He's a fucking cowboy.
Your cowboy Nick Cage movie.
Yes, it's coming out
this month.
Yeah, Friday.
Totally redeemed itself. Wait. Nick Cage has a movie coming out on my birthday?
Yeah.
I have to go.
You better go, man.
I have to go.
I'm pretty sure if you go, you're going to see him there.
Oh, yeah. Like, and I'm going to wear all the B movies gear, and he's going to be like, hey, I know you guys. Pew, pew, motherfuckers. I would love to get a pew, pew from Nick Cage. I'm sure he's done it. I think January is that tough month because you're finishing up like a mix of blockbusters in December, and you're getting the Christmas movies out of the way, and there's really nothing until February, which I like how February has become a like a horror movie. That's when horror movies come out. You get like you get February and October mostly for your horror movies, and I think I'd say it's a good balance, but no, it is because early in the year and at the end of the year. So, and then like you said, March, April, May, boom, 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 movies nonstop. And I don't know. Oh, you know why January sucks too, Peter? The Oscars.
Is it in January?
Aren't they in January or are they February?
Dude, I don't even know. I feel like it's in February.
Well, they got to re-release all the Oscar movies so people can watch those.
Exactly. That's what they're doing in January. So that's why it's kind of not that great of stuff. But I'm just looking through like stuff that's coming out, and I don't know. I'm thinking maybe March might be the not so hot month, but like February, I'm super stoked for because you got Knock at the Cabin, which looks pretty cool. You got Ant-Man the Wasp, Quantumania. Cocaine Bear. I feel like there's some other stuff, but I mean that's 3 already. Is that enough?
Well, there's only 4 weeks in a month.
Yep. I got 3, and I'm sure there's probably a 4th movie that I'm missing somewhere.
You got to let them breathe a little bit too.
Yeah. So I what month is? You know what I'm gonna say? No, that's not true. What's the worst month? November. I'm gonna go with November because I feel like what you're saying is like, all right, you have all like the summer hits, right? And then you come up to like October where you get all these Halloween movies, that horror movies that come out, which are fantastic. And then there's just nothing for Thanksgiving, nothing like you're just starting to kind of get, like, maybe you get some holiday movies, but like nothing that's like super exciting. And I'm sure there's instances where that's not correct because I think like Thor Ragnarok came out in November or something.
And Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Okay. So it's not, it can happen, but I just say, generally speaking, I think November's the worst.
Do you think the comic book blockbusters are starting to use November to go into December kind of thing? Except for Spider-Man. Spider-Man was just straight up December.
Yeah, I think December, dude, they're really capitalizing because there's a lot of people off during that time. I think November, dude. I think they also tried to, like, during like that Thanksgiving weekend, is like they dump a lot of like just crap around that time. I'm sticking with November.
There's not a good Thanksgiving movie, man. There's not one.
Well, I disagree with that.
Oh yeah, which one?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Blah, blah, blah.
In this generation, Peter.
Oh. Then there's I never finished the movie, so I can't, maybe I shouldn't speak, but there's a movie called, I think, The Oath, that's based around Thanksgiving, and it's pretty crazy, but I didn't finish it. So check out The Oath, Ryan.
Oh, dude, Prisoners.
Prisoner. Is that around Thanksgiving?
It took place in Thanksgiving, yep.
Okay, there you go.
And apparently Les Bomb and Escape Room and Tower Heist and Holiday.
Oh, Holiday is a lot of different holidays. That's not fair. Escape Room, though, I remember nothing about Thanksgiving. Oh, man. There's one with Ed O'Neill, too, but that's an old movie as well. Older 80s, I think.
Dan in Real Life, Funny People, Turkey Drop, bunch of Batman movies.
Thanksgiving.
I know, dude. I was Thanksgiving is probably the Mall Cop. Well, it's not about Thanksgiving with Thanksgiving movies. It's about holiday shopping for Chris. Scent of a Woman. That is a Thanksgiving movie. That's a good one.
Weird.
Dude, Son-in-Law.
There you go.
Son-in-Law. That's a Thanksgiving movie. I love it.
Good ones. I just like. Wait, I did Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and what? That's like a 70s movie.
I went to like 90s.
Yeah, you're like, nah, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is too far back.
Way too far back. Anything past...
Oh, it was 80s. 87, man.
Anything past the time I was born doesn't exist. Shit, that came out right after I was born.
Yeah, so it counts.
All right. You win this round, Peter. Pew, pew.
Dude, Kevin Bacon's in it, man.
Oh.
Like, come on.
Kevin Bacon's the best.
Yeah. All right.
Holiday out there besides Kevin Bacon.
Hey, speaking of movies.
Our podcast. Oh, yeah.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from
Movies and beyond.
So,
yeah.
Oh, what do I got you going? Huh?
You got me thinking about, do we pew pew too much?
No.
Do we drop the pew pew in 2023?
No, it's too late. We already did.
Do we do more pew pews?
Probably more. I think it's, I don't know. Let's take a poll when we do like our party.
I like that.
So this is like kind of a mixed bags for trailers. I even removed some because I had too many. Because
what'd you do? Notes like I do?
Yeah, probably I just everything that I saw that was new, I put it in there. But like also because like there are some that we just didn't talk about because probably we didn't have time or whatever. There is one that just came out today, and this is number one that we have to talk about is Evil Dead Rise.
Yes, dude. Okay. I don't know if you went for a theme with these trailers, but if you did, the theme has to be gore because this trailer has really good gore in it.
So this was originally supposed to be like straight to like a streaming service. And then like they saw it and like, oh man, this is so good that we're going to have a theatrical release. So that's April, which super stoked for that.
Perfect. That's your birthday.
Exactly. And I think it actually comes out like really close. Like it's like the first week of April.
Oh, on your birthday.
Yeah. And what was I lost my train of thought because I was wrong. It's not coming out for my birthday. It's the 21st. It's not coming out my month. My birthday month.
I own the month. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But it's staying to what I hate calling it a remake because I believe it's not a remake.
A legacy remake.
It's a continuation though, because I think it's still in the same universe of was it 2013 when they did Evil Dead again?
Mm-hmm. So it's a
Same.
continuation of the remake?
It looks in the same theme, right? Like the same tone, the gore of it all seems all there, right? Like it seems the same. So they're instead of going kind of like the campiness, like they're doing the goriness, which that's what had in the 2013 Evil Dead.
It's a little campy still, not gonna lie.
There is a little bit, but dude, I was creeped out, man, when I saw the 2013 one, man. There was some gnarly stuff, and this one looks just as gnarly. And that's how cool it looks that I'm using the word gnarly.
Practical effects all over again, man. I mean, just like you see glass going through skin, you see, dude, you just see. No, that's the other trailer. We'll talk about that one, but oh, dude, the gore in these trailers, and I love that trailers are showing gore. That means everybody's up in the ante.
Yeah, I made sure to get the Red Band trailer. So
yeah, because why would you not?
But here's the thing, though. Like after even seeing all that, though, it still didn't make me think like, oh, I didn't see it enough, right? Like,
exactly.
Yeah. Like they showed so much stuff, and I'm just super excited, and it looks fucking amazing. Like this is why it's getting a theatrical release. So I can't wait for this one. April's gonna be awesome. So I can't wait. I don't know what else to say. Like I don't.
Would you see this in a movie theater?
Oh, absolutely. I think you need to. I think you need that experience because I think there's going to be it's going to creep you out just like the 2013 version did. And I think there's going to be some good jump scares. And
I like that you would see this over Avatar.
Of course.
Oh, I love you. I love you.
You know what?
You know what's great is like, you know how I know we have the best group of friends? Like without conversation, individually, they're like, no, we're not going to go see Avatar. That looks stupid. I'm like,
yeah,
you guys are my best friends.
Yeah, we know what's up. This one's just fun. I don't think there's not. Speaking, hey, this is kind of funny because Sam Raimi is involved with Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, I noticed that right away after watching them like back to back.
Yeah, 65, which at first I thought it meant 65 bullets, but it's really 65 million years ago. Which, I mean, Ryan, when you come up with like some of your movie ideas, right? There had to be a time where like, you know what? I want to see a futuristic man fighting a dinosaur, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I played that on a console called Nintendo 64, and it was called Turok.
Oh shit, this is Turok. Yes. And so now they made it into a movie, but did not have the rights to Turok, so it's called 65.
I like how that epiphany came. Oh shit, this is Turok, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks good. You know what?
Yeah.
We get a dinosaur movie where I don't have to see Jurassic Park.
Yes.
And that's not a bad thing. I like Jurassic Park.
And the dinosaurs, I feel like the dinosaurs look just as good as Jurassic Park, yet now you're going to have the fun of it. I mean, not to say Jurassic Park's not fun, but you got to see like his purpose is to shoot the dinosaurs, right?
With
like I feel like
guns.
Yes, Jurassic World, they were never trying to kill dinosaurs. They were basically just trying to run away from them all the time. This one, it is man versus beast. Like this is what you want to see.
I like it.
So I'm stoked for that. It's Adrian Brody.
No, it's not.
Adrian.
Kylo Ren, dude.
Kylo. What's his name? It's Adrian.
Adam Driver.
Oh. Wow. It started with an A. Close enough.
Yeah, I knew he was in Star Wars or something. Like Adrian Brody.
I was thinking Predators. I was like, dude, it's like the same. It's the skinny guy from Predators.
And dude, well, the way the trailer started, I thought this was Predators, and then I saw dinosaurs.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, this is Turok. Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Dude, I really hope they give him some sort of like Indian background, somehow in the movie, and then like later his name is revealed to be Turok.
That would that would be awesome. I bet it's gonna be really close to Turok. You know, like what do you do? Terry.
Terry Rock.
Yeah,
Terry the
Terry Rock. That's his name. I hope that's true. This next trailer, I put it on here because this looks just like so much fun and so
It's-
ridiculous.
It's your favorite movies compiled into one.
Dude, so okay. Asylum, the production company. I love how they think they're, you know,
The
top
shit.
dogs. Yeah, they're the shit. And so they made a movie where basically like aliens come and they're recreating all the monsters from Asylum movies.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I just love the idea that like, you know, aliens, they would only watch Asylum films because they're just the best. Like, and then they recreate all those creatures from Asylum films, which you gotta admit, dude, like you had the best of the best, right? Like Sharknado's in there, Sharktopus,
The fucking piranha, the giant ass piranha.
yeah, the giant piranha. There's giant robots that I've seen a lot of these, by the way. And
I know. That's why I was like, dude, this is meant for Peter. This is Peter's movie.
Yeah, and so they're bringing them all together in one collective movie. I'm totally on board. And
Three-headed shark attack.
Oh, there was 6-headed one, which was hilarious because in the trailer you see him get chopped up in the helicopter blade.
Oh.
So, oh man, I just can't wait.
I got nothing else to say. I mean, this is a movie that you got to go see, or just you probably don't have to go anywhere to see it. You just got to wait for it to show up on Sci-Fi.
Channel. Yeah,
And that's awesome. And you know, I was starting to think of another theme of all these trailers, and it was parents lying to their children. Did you get that one?
Oh, with Evil Dead Rise. Yeah, 65 too. I mean, he was a parental figure. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
This is one. Okay, this next one, the price we play or pay, not play. I don't feel like you can say much about this because I think the trailer spoils it.
Yeah, it kind of did. So
yeah, but it looks awesome though, right?
Is it a sequel?
I don't think so. It's similar to, you know, other movies, but I thought the practical effects, the gore. This is a horror movie. You know, twists and turns. People go to places where they think they're safe and they're not, and I feel like that's all you can say. Like the trailer, I felt like they should have stuck with the very opening part and just made you think it was a different type of movie, and then have you be surprised about what, you know, the turn of events. You know, that's what I wanted to see, and they just gave away everything. Like, nope, we don't want to, unless there's more twists and turns. I don't know, but I feel like they gave away the biggest twist to the movie in the trailer.
The way that you presented this to me, I thought it was a sequel to a movie series, but they also kind of played it off that way, like by the creators of what is that movie I'm trying to think of right now, Peter?
That's similar?
Yeah. They put it in the trailer.
Oh,
Midnight Meat Train.
yes. I was trying to think who was like the producers or whoever worked on other films. Yeah.
So it's because you reviewed that, or did Evan review that?
I've definitely seen it. Bradley Cooper, right?
I think Clive Owen. Bradley Cooper. Clive Barker. Okay. Whew.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I
a
don't
good
know.
one,
I mean,
too.
okay. Was Midnight Meat Train very gory?
I didn't think it was like over the top, but it had its moments.
This trailer is super gory.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's
it beat out Evil Dead.
Oh, you think so? I don't think so.
Oh, it's a toss up. I got to watch them back to back again.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I was gonna say like one of the gore scenes I thought was in Evil Dead, but it's in this one and it's with the scalpel.
Oh, I mean, there was some good stuff. That's why, like, again, like, uh, it makes me want to watch it, but at the same time, I was kind of, I'm a little upset where they just showed too much. Like, I know the plot twist, so you shouldn't have done that.
Take it back. You shouldn't have done it. It looks like the movie came out, Peter. Oh no, it comes out next.
Yeah, the 10th of January. So another movie, which I don't. This one does not look like it's going to come to theaters, but I could be wrong. I don't know where this is going to go.
I mean, the menu made it to theaters.
That's true, but it was really good. I think
It
this one looks. I mean, this guy's the Miller Hirsch. Come on.
Yeah,
And Dorf. What's his name?
Dorf.
Yeah.
Blade bad guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
Stephen Dorf. Yeah, Stephen.
I just like Dorf. I'm gonna call him Dorf from now on.
It's got the Dorf.
Hey, there's a movie called Candyland that opens on Friday. Now you got me looking at movies coming out this month.
see how many are actually good or not. This last one is kind of
House Party.
Yeah, the remake, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be a remake unless we're re-releasing it. But what is this last one? I just put it on there because I thought it actually looked, like actually nice effects and everything, but so out there, called Knights of the Zodiac, which basically gods have returned and they're kind of like the superheroes. That's what I got from it.
Oh yes, yeah. I was. It's funny. I watched all these just now, half an hour ago, because I was like, I got time to kill, and I was supposed to do my homework, and I saw this. I was like, why did Peter put this up here? It looks like it has subtitles. He's not gonna watch this.
No subtitles, but it has Sean Bean and well, now I feel racist. I was gonna say it has Jet Li, but it's not. It's Mark Dacascos. Is that how you pronounce that?
Who?
Look up the cast. Mark Dacascos. Dude, he's like a Jet Li knockoff.
Oh, Peter, this is an anime live action remake.
Oh, that makes sense. That style made sense, but it also has fucking the Phoenix. What's her name?
Oh, see,
Anki Jansen.
Yeah, I got a little bit of X-Men in this trailer, so yeah, kudos to them, I guess. But what is this? Okay, it's called the Knights of the Zodiac, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and this series is called Saint Seiya. Well, see you later, because I'm not gonna watch it.
No.
Nah.
If it's on Netflix or something, I'll watch it. I don't know where this is going, but I don't. It caught my eye enough that I put it on there. But yes, you're right. It is a Japanese anime classic that they're remaking. So, interesting. No idea.
Any fans who watch anime want to fill us in on how important this is to anime?
Evan and Sergio,
chime in. We'd love to know why I should watch this.
Let's got Sean Bean. Let's take a bet. Do you think he's going to make it?
Nope.
Okay.
Hey, dude, actors just got to have a streak, You can't break the streak. Like Nick Cage, he's Sean Bean's streak is like he dies in all his movies. Yeah. Nick Cage's streak is he needs to make a movie for every day of the year. And Keanu Reeves' streak is he's just got to be the nicest guy possible in any movie that he's in.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that's his streak, right?
I think that's what he's trying to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan, let's move on.
Loaded.
News,
woo! By us. By us.
Was that the button? Just to
Well,
yell it.
it was just the button was so it doesn't repeat. Remember, this thing repeats. It's weird.
It's true. Ryan, you did all this news here, so why don't you take it away?
This one's a bonus because it's news, but it's first footage of Gran Turismo, the exclusive sneak peek. Did you know Orlando Bloom is in this?
Nope, and I also didn't know they were making this movie. So, this is all news to me.
They are making a Gran Turismo from the video game live action movie. My favorite tagline, open up the link, Peter. The tagline of it is like based off a true story that like totally happened or something.
That totally happened. What?
Yeah. You got to read the. Oh man, I should have put it in the notes, but I was like, why'd you have to put like if it's based off a true story, let it be based off a true story. Like you don't need to tell me again, you know.
Oh, dude, this is all. Oh yeah, Dave. I think maybe I did know a little bit of this because David Harbour's in it. Which I knew that. Okay.
Based on the true story of an impossible dream. What?
so it's based on a dream.
What? I mean, dude, like, and David Harbour is just like, yeah, we finally with Sony PlayStation we're able to make like a live action kick-ass version of the video game. You should check it out.
Let me just have you played Gran Turismo? Turismo? Yes.
Yes. It's very long and very boring, and it's a very long simulator, dude.
But like, is there an actual plot? I thought you're just racing.
Last one I played was 4, and there was no plot. So maybe there's plots now. Yeah, it's a racing game, dude. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I don't know if this guy, like, the story is this kid is an amazing Gran Turismo racer and he has to like translate that to real cars. I don't know, but what I do gather from it is Sony has enough money to put production into this thing because they have David Harbour and they have Orlando Bloom in it. And
I mean, okay, are these big catches? I mean, come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, dude, because they have the freaking scary spice or the British spice in it.
No, that's oh yeah, they do have all the money. You're right.
Yeah, they got all the money. They straight up got. They have Jerry Horner. What spice is she?
Well, and it's also the director, man. It's District 9, man. It's Neil Blomkamp.
Ginger spice. No way. Is he really the director of this? Oh my god,
dude! This is so weird to me, especially with the director choice, because I mean, why is he doing a racing movie? He was doing, sci-fi stuff, always in South Africa. Which is this going to be in South Africa? We'll find out.
No, it's in Japan, dude. So
was it?
I was totally joking about that plot, but if you read the IMDb, it says the ultimate wish fulfillment tale of a teenage Gran Turismo player whose gaming skills won a series of Nissan competitions to become an actual professional race car driver based on a true story. What true? What? This doesn't make any sense.
You gotta find out what it's based on. This has got to be a lie. No way this is true.
If you look at the first footage, it's like a bunch of people leaning on cars, and then it looks like they filmed in front of some GTRs, and it's just fancy camera work around these cars around the track. And it's, again, why? I mean, if I wanted to have fancy cameras on my race car, I would just play Gran Turismo.
Dude, if he doesn't have like an alien or a robot or Matt Damon in an exoskeleton, like, I'm out.
This and 65 need to switch directors because Neil Blomkamp would be perfect for Turok.
I agree. Like, this just makes no sense, especially because he was attached to an Aliens movie, which they wouldn't let him do what he wanted to do. Then he was attached to a RoboCop movie, which they didn't let him do what he wanted to do. So he left again. Like this is just like, hey, we got this racing movie. You want to do that? Okay.
Does it pay me money? Yeah, we can pay you some money, and you get a free PS5 out of it.
Ooh,
Okay, cool.
nice. I like PS5s, and I haven't done much in a while. I keep on walking away. And probably the other thing was, can I do whatever I want with this movie? That was probably the other question. They're like, hey, we don't fucking care. It's a racing movie.
Yeah, like just get the logo on the side and make up a story. You got this, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Ginger
Oh,
Spice.
God.
Fucking Ginger Spice is in this.
This is, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch this footage later, but it doesn't sound like it's impressive footage or anything.
Prepare to be unimpressed, Peter.
Yeah. What? Pretty much, a lot of this news is not really that exciting.
Nothing good is happening.
One sad. I know. I told you. I sent you. I was like, dude, I did some trailers, but that's it. There's no news.
Hey, this is big. Apparently, people like Stephen Amell a lot, dude. Like, I never got it. I never got the whole Arrowverse and whatnot. But he's making a comeback appearance in the Flash, which cool because that might be the only Flash I'd watch if I watch it. And I like Stephen Amell for other reasons behind the Flash, like
For Casey Jones.
I like him as Casey Jones and the wrestler, the Duffy brothers.
Oh yeah, Hill.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome in those two. I've never seen an episode of Arrow.
I mean, I it's just, dude, this is just for the fans. Like, his show ended, it ran its course. This is just fun that he's making an appearance to do the series. Is it? Yeah, it's the final season, right? Yeah. So he's gonna come back and do some stuff on that. That's cool. I thought he was good. I thought he was a great Arrow. Like the first few seasons of Arrow I liked, and then it just, any superhero movie, it just starts getting a little bit too much because it's just repetitive.
He's
There's
it's a total CW show.
Mhm.
Like Wednesday. Did you watch Wednesday?
No, I have not. It's on my list of things to watch.
It's good, but it feels like you're watching CW.
Okay. Yeah.
Speaking of pissing off people, The Rock, more stories are coming out that The Rock is pissing off people.
Mhm.
So apparently the reason he was outed because he just like bypassed everybody in Warner Brothers and went straight to the CEO and was like, this is what I'm going to do. And he's like, oh, okay, that's a good idea.
The new CEO of Warner Brothers?
No, dude, I think the original one. Maybe that's why he was just. Let's look it up. Let's look it up.
It has to be I don't think the new one would do it. He'd be like, no, fuck off. We're cutting shit.
Dwayne Johnson's decision to pitch CEO David Zaslav.
Who's the current? Oh, maybe that is him.
Wow. That is a current one, isn't it?
I'm surprised he did that. Maybe he's just afraid of The Rock.
Wow.
I'm surprised he let that go.
I'm surprised David Zaslav did. Maybe he's a true villain, dude, because he's really just putting, well, dude, Warner Brothers lost what, like 5 billion, some like ridiculous amount of money in the past like 3 years because of their insane spending on movies.
Well, yeah, they were just throwing everything and hopefully they're making some dough, but it didn't work. I'm also curious about when did this actually happen? Like, is this before James and Peter came on board? I don't know, but no matter what, though, it doesn't seem like The Rock is in their immediate plans for the new DCU.
It seems like the executives had a plan with James Gunn, and by The Rock bypassing them, they went forward with their plans, and the executives are the ones that run everything. They tell the CEO what to do. He's a face, dude. Everybody behind in the executive team and the board are the ones that really pay the bills, and they're like, all right, we're not doing that. Screw you,
Yeah.
Rock.
Well, I'm reading through this article a little bit. The Rock does say on social media that James Gunn and him connected and that Black Adam's not involved with the first chapter of storytelling. So it's going to be a bit, which makes sense because no one really knows where this is going yet. They're redoing this and good thing that was just a little tease at the end of the movie because Henry Cavill's no longer Superman. So I don't know. Weird shit.
My favorite thing about this is like they still want the Flash to go through.
Before all
What?
this,
Yeah.
before all this happened, remember there was actually getting good reviews of the Flash, right? It's testing good with the screenings.
Yeah, but Ezra Miller's a piece of shit.
Yeah, do you think that's enough that it's not going to do well?
I don't want to see it.
Oh, really? I'll go see it.
I don't want to. I've learned my lesson with DC movies. I'm done.
But dude, it has Batman, Michael Keaton.
Does it? We don't know that. They
Dude,
might
if
have cut his ass
he-
out.
Oh no, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm in on this Flash movie. I'm also in on pretty much the next 3 movies that are actually coming out: Blue Beetle, Shazam 2, and The Flash. I actually want to go see those.
Really?
Oh, but not Aquaman though. I don't want to go see Aquaman. That's the 4th one, which I think all 4 of those movies are coming out this year.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a lot. I think I feel like maybe they should have pushed those a little bit further away. I just think it's a little too much for 1 year.
Well, the other thing is they maybe just want to get them out of the way so they can move on.
That was my other thought too. But right, isn't the Flash movie, isn't that supposed to come out kind of in blockbuster time, like June or something?
They should release in January.
Yeah, dude, they're planning on releasing it in June. They're counting on this actually being good.
They were smart, knowing they're going to implode this entire universe. All these movies should come out January 1st, 10th, 20th, and 30th. All this month. Give me a DC month. That way it's a make or break. Like people will be like, oh man, that was an awesome move. Or man, that was really stupid. Now I don't have anything to watch for a while.
I think Warner Brothers, because this is like their Spider-Man No Way Home. Dude, this is their Spider-Man No Way From Home. They think they're gonna make bank on this.
Hopefully it pans out like across the universe where they can reboot the universe with it.
Well, dude, I'm looking at this cast, man, and I'm like, it's a little bit of spoilers, but I mean, they got Ezra Miller. We already knew that. The Flash from the CW's there, Grant Gustin, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck. They got Supergirl in this. I mean, dude, they have so much. Michael Shannon's coming back as General Zod. Like, dude, this is going to be a bonkers movie, and I think it's actually going to be fun. Like, regardless of whatever Ezra Miller did, and this is, this goes back. I think we had this conversation before. Is like just because an actor in a film fucks up and does some bad shit, let's just use Kevin Spacey as example. I mean, I guess we could use Ezra Miller, but dude, Kevin Spacey has some amazing movies out there. Does that stop you from watching his movies?
I haven't remember. No, I stopped watching his movies. I never watched Superman Returns ever again.
Well, that's not. That's a bad example, but like Baby Driver, dude, that's on my list of things I want to watch soon because that movie is so fantastic and it's been a while since I've seen it.
Wait, you have a hold up. You have a list of movies that you want to watch that you've already seen? You don't just randomly watch movies?
Why? I do all those. But I still have my list so that if I can't find something I want, it's all right, I'm going to go back to the movie that I haven't seen in a while. But Baby Driver's on there.
That'd be funny because I would go through that one list and I'd be like, seen it. All right. Watching America's Got Talent, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, are you caught up on Yellowstone?
Yes.
Were you disappointed with the mid-season finale?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just curious. I saw that. I was like, oh, I wonder if Ryan's upset.
I mean, it was just, I was like, wait, what happened? We got most of the episode of them herding cows. And then at the end, well, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and it's like, well, do it. But I guess that's why it's a mid-season. Dude, that's where series start to lose me when they start doing mid-season episodes, and I have to wait another X amount of months for that season to come out. Walking Dead did this. Walking Dead was the first culprit of this, and when they started doing that, I stopped watching. So hopefully that doesn't happen with Yellowstone, but I don't watch mid-season crap.
Well, yeah, because it's a filler episode, and it's just trying to give you a cliffhanger to come back, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna forget, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that, and I saw people were pissed. So,
and dude, they do something like that where people get pissed, and I'm not the only one. Nobody's gonna watch after that. I'm telling you.
if you don't make a good like mid-season finale, like it upsets people.
You know what I'm upset about though?
Yeah.
How come these celebrities have these crazy expensive toys and they don't know how to use them? And yeah, true. Because, dude, Jeremy Renner almost died.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
like that thing ran him over.
Yeah, his own snow cat thing. Like I read that he was helping his like a family member.
I heard it was a neighbor.
Well, then I don't know. There's so many conflicting stories, but yeah, the gist though is that his own snow cat somehow started rolling away or rolling towards him, and he tries to stop it and gets ran over himself.
Now, my first thought was like, well, how bad could these injuries be? And how big was this snowcat? And the injuries were that bad, and the snowcat is massive. Like,
dude, it looks like a tank, man. Like the wheels of this is like a tank wheel. You like the tread and everything. Where that's what got ran over. Which, if that's how long, dude, that's a long time to get crushed by this thing. That's all jagged to cut through snow. Like, I'm shocked that he's still alive. Which maybe the snow is what somewhat saved him. Maybe he got pushed down. Like I don't know, but I hope he makes a full recovery. I mean, I know what they say, like he's stable but critical, so I guess they're just keeping a close eye on him. But dude, like I don't know how mangled he is, and I hope he can come out of this and come back to doing some Hawkeye and some other fun shit.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard rumors that they might have to amputate his leg. How bad he was bleeding out of there and how destroyed his leg is. Now he's a celebrity and he has money, so he can afford a cybernetic leg, which maybe Disney does bring out vibranium and make it true for him.
Maybe that would be fun.
Tasteless joke, but don't get run over by a giant zombie apocalypse snowcat.
Yeah. Jeez.
Like now I know if there's a zombie apocalypse, like you say, apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. Add the I.
I'm going to Jeremy Renner's house. I'm going to get in his snowcat and I'm just going to start mowing him down.
I mean, it sounds like it's a good weapon. Yeah. A good vehicle. So
that sounds like a great vehicle.
Yeah.
But that just shows how much of a superhuman Jeremy Renner is. He was.
Oh, do you think he got his bow out and kind of like propped it up a little bit? That's
I think he had an arrow and was like, "This one's the explosion." It exploded off of him.
Oh man! But I hope he's okay.
Yeah, and last minute but sadder news that Ken Block died in a snowmobile accident. Snow's dangerous, guys.
It is very dangerous.
Snow's very dangerous. And snowmobiles, while they can be fun, they're also very dangerous. And they can roll on top of you and crush you. And then that's one giant blade that will just spin at thousands of RPMs that'll rip you apart. Scary stuff. But
yes.
Sad. And be safe. And I think you just personified 2023. What was it? in you were
It's off to a rough start, man.
no, you said it best just by a hospital term. Stable but in
Oh, but critical. He's stable but critical. That's
2020
it's
2023
stable
has
but
been
critical.
stable and critical.
Yes. I mean, so far it seems like it. I mean, we got to keep on going through, which I guess will be stable, but
Like we
it's
went
gonna
from
be critical.
pandemic to like still pandemic, and then like 2022 was like, all right, I think we're out of this, but we're in critical, and now we're like stable but critical.
Yeah.
2024 we're gonna be in like, all right, I think he can be in a patient release. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open
Nice.
this beer.
All right.
Okay, that's it for news.
We did it. Let's jump to reviews, huh?
Hell yeah. I hear the feedback now.
You can hear yourself talking.
Yeah, I hear myself. Reviews by us.
You got a hot mic, man.
I know. You get new toys, you gotta play with them.
Oh, I hear you.
I turned myself
off again.
And I don't even know what these buttons do over here. They're yellow now, and now they turn like. Now they're green.
Oh, that's fancy.
Fuck that.
Do you why don't we let's do the co one.
Okay.
Let's do that first. We got a few movies, guys. Actually, let's talk. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna talk about the menu. I'm gonna talk about Fresh, and Ryan's gonna talk to you about Knives Out or Glass. Oh, you got two movies, Knives Out and Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. So 4 movies for the new year.
It's like we have a third host.
It is even a fourth.
Even a fourth host.
Yeah.
All right,
So
Peter, yeah, you just saw the menu, right?
I did. I watched this last night in segments as I would wake up with the baby throughout the night. And it was a fun, like, even with that, I mean, that sounds pretty bad, right? This movie made it so much better. And every single time I questioned, like, should I turn this off and go to bed or should I just continue watching it? Like, it was that good. But I was like, I know I'm going to be really cranky if I don't go to bed. But then, since my baby kept on waking up, I was like, well, I'm going to finish this. And I'm glad I did. This is just came out like what, December, November?
Yeah, I saw this in the theater, and who did I see this with? I saw this with Jeremy and Kira.
Yeah.
And
which did you like? I mean, I didn't know anything about this. I remember watching the trailer. I was like, I'm still confused by this trailer. And then until I actually watched it, I was like, wow, this is really good. Like, what did you know going into this movie?
I knew the trailer set up everything perfect. It didn't tell me what this movie was about.
Mm-hmm.
It brought me enough where, like you, I think you and I talked about this, about the trailer. We were like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm going to see it. Whatever. And ended up going to see it based off a recommendation. I'm going to give Kira a shout out on that one. She made us go. And dude, I sat there and I was like, this movie is fantastic. Like, just the way that Nicholas Hoult and is it Anna or Anna?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
You could tell that there's just a little bit of like they're not really connected, and like just the way that plays out throughout the movie, and how obsessed Nicholas Hoult is, his character is, with the chef. And then, dude, this movie has just that, like, it hits you like a car accident. It's like, whoa, I did not expect that. I expected just like this boring like film food critic, like you're gonna pick apart each one of the patrons in there kind of thing, and then that's it. But dude, the movie hits you.
Yeah.
And in a good way, like in a very suspenseful kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah. So the whole premise is that, this young couple, they travel to this remote island to eat at this exclusive restaurant run by Ralph Fiennes, which he's kind of like a Gordon Ramsay type chef, right? And he's just kind of kind of weird and demands like respect, and he's not afraid to like kind of yell. And it's all about like just this menu and making like there's a theme to the menu. Like that's kind of the whole thing. And what sets this off, man, is it's the characters, right? It's all these actors like did an amazing job. I mean, it's a really nice cast, like from Anya Taylor-Joy, Nicholas Hoult, John Leguizamo's in it. Ralph Fiennes already mentioned, Janet McTeer, like everyone did an amazing job, and that's what I think. And everyone has a different, why they're there and how they behave, which I thought was just it made it so entertaining, right? Like what is going on, and it turns into this mystery with this horror elements.
They were going there for status reasons. And you notice this with people who go to restaurants, they go there for the status of like, I've been to this restaurant. It's not about actually going to the restaurant. It's about saying you've been to that restaurant.
Yeah, it's not about the food and actually enjoying it, which that was all about. Ralph Fiennes is like, you're ruining my art. And then this movie just keeps on escalating into some very comedic / also disturbing thriller moments,
like unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, and you're also kind of like, as the audience, you're with the people attending the restaurant, like, did that just happen? Is that real, or is this part of the experience? Like, you don't know what really to believe. Like I think as the audience, you kind of know a little bit more, because like, all right, I know the themes, so I guess this is probably real, but is it? Like, there could have been there could be twists there, and there's twists in this film. The other thing I really liked, I thought the writing was just really sharp, and how it ends. It's not a typical ending.
I love the ending.
Like, he has his message, and it stays true to that. And there's also like this other part where, well, like I said, he stays true to his message.
I love how throughout the movie, like, they ask him multiple times, and he's like, "Yeah, this is how it's gonna be. This is how it's gonna end."
Yeah,
and
there was no joking, and you're like,
as the audience, you're like, "Nah, there's a way that it's not gonna be like that, right?"
Yeah.
And then you watch the ending, and you're like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah, but it was satisfying, right?
It was dude. Every character arc, from beginning to end of this movie, was very satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
I felt for the chef. I felt for the sous chef. The two main characters, Anna Taylor-Joy. Like, you got a backstory from her multiple times, and you had to decipher, like, hey, which one is really? Why is she there for some reason? And Nicholas Hoult, like, for a while, he felt like a shell that was just like there for the food. But when you watch more and when you progress throughout the movie, you realize he's there for another reason. And the chef does pick those people to be there for that night, for the presentation, more so than the food. And like, you felt for each one of those characters. The only ones I didn't like were the hedge fund kids. Who have all the money,
I like them, because they were important, because they showed, like, because they thought they could get away with anything,
right?
And they quickly got shut down. Which, that's the part that I love. That, right? You love that aspect.
I loved. You guys told them it was my birthday. And they're like, "Yeah, it was funny like 3 hours ago."
Yeah, that's so great. Well, again, that's the other thing with this sharp writing, is that, like, being scared and laughing, like, I think are two emotions very much connected. And I think it fits in so well, where it's a little bit unsettling, but at the same time, like, you can't help but kind of crack these jokes. And they're not meant to be like like slapstick, it's just like, they're subtle jokes that are actually like, oh, that kind of hit,
Tortillas.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and every time they presented the food, like each course, and they
Mhm.
had the description of them, they just got better and better throughout the
Yeah,
movie.
it was fantastic. But this is a tough one, man. You can't really talk about this one too much without ruining it, you know? So I think we've done a pretty good job at keeping it under wraps, and hopefully it's enough that makes you want to go see it, which it's 100%. Like you need to put this on your list.
You know what's crazy is before we were talking in the episode, I mentioned to you that I'm enjoying murder mystery movies a lot more after Werewolves Within, and murder mysteries are difficult movies to watch a second time, and I feel like this kind of plays in that same realm as a murder mystery because once it plays out and you figure it out, it takes away from the surprise. But with this one, I saw it twice. I saw it last night as well. I watched
Is
it
it?
last night, and I watched it with my mom, and I wanted her to experience this. And my mom's the type of person who will ask me everything going on with the movie. And this time, I just said, "I'm not telling you anything. You gotta watch." And
Did
it
you
was
like it?
and she liked it, yeah. And
Really?
it was that one scene, dude, the one unbelievable scene where like it just turns that movie, and you're
Oh
like,
yeah.
"Wait a minute, did that really happen? No way, no way." And then I just watched my mom and my dad just completely vested in the movie. So that's for what worth. It did a really good job.
Yeah. I loved it. It's up there. Which I think, that's kind of our theme is
Do we have
kind
a
of
theme of our movies?
it's a little bit of murder mystery here. Somewhat. Mine isn't quite that, but in line with the menu, I watch Fresh, uh, which is another one where the less you know, the better off you are.
Ah, okay.
And so this is gonna be pretty quick. For this, both these movies, though, I think we were talking about last episode how favorite horror performances throughout the year, and there's one I think was Ralph Fiennes for the menu on there,
Mm-hmm.
but Sebastian Stan was on that list for Fresh, which now I know why.
Really?
Dude, he did such a good job, and I will admit it was kind of weird. I was like, "Oh man, there's the Winter Soldier there," and look what he's doing. Like this is kind of nuts, but like, dude, he went full into this character, and I'll go with what it's called. Dude, it's fresh. It's something similar to the menu. It's a different type of film. Different vibe, and again, this is one I can't say too much because I think it will give it away. And you don't want that. You like the less you know, the better off you are. This is on Hulu, by the way. Starring Daisy Eggard Jones, who does also an amazing job, and she plays Noah, and Sebastian Stan is Steve. And it kind of how this starts off is about kind of like finding love, right? Noah, down on her luck, can't find anyone, and then she runs into Sebastian Stan, and they kind of hit it off, and they take on a chance with him, and they go out for a nice weekend, and things start happening, and that is all I'm going to say because on IMDb there's nothing else on this. So it turns into quite the mystery. Maybe mystery is not quite. It starts off with a mystery, and then it turns into some horror. And also, again, keeping with that theme, it has some of that comedic moments in it, even though of the situation that's going on, which I think helps. And the whole time you're probably wondering why is this called Fresh, and you don't get that until maybe midway through the film. But very very good. Is Hulu exclusive, and I highly recommend it. Solid performances all around, and quite a few twists and turns that are well worth your time. So
I think I might put a piece to what Fresh is, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't give away anything. Like, dude, you just got to go. I didn't knew nothing. I remember watching the trailer, and I think even the trailer didn't really show me much. I just knew it had some horror tones to it, and it definitely has that. And it's a good watch. It's fun.
Perfect. If it's in line with the menu and Barbarian and these other movies coming out like Evil Dead Rises and geez, what was that other one? Fucking The Price We Pay.
Oh yeah,
I'm in.
yeah.
Dude, my dad was watching this movie the other day, like Hunter and Hunted or Hunter x Hunter. My dad likes hunting TVs.
Okay.
Hunting
Hunting
TV
TV?
shows.
Yeah.
And he was like, I need to find a Hunter movie. And he found, I think it's called, no, it's not Hunter x Hunter. That's an anime. Where are all these animes popping up?
There's a lot.
Anyway, maybe that might be my recommendation because that's what I'm going to be watching. But so Peter, I've been watching murder mysteries and
Wait, so you're done with? You just kind of left me on a hook. I'm like, what is this hunting movie?
dude, it's crazy because who's in, okay? Let me go back to it real quick. Hunter movie. I just gotta find Hunter. That's all it is. And it came out in 2020, and it has Devon Sawa and Nick Stahl in it. Now, I encourage you to look up the description of this and then watch this movie because I walked in when he was watching it and I was like, "Whoa, dude, this is not a movie that you watch." And he was like, "I just said there were hunters." I was like, "What kind of hunters?" So,
Okay.
spoiler alert, I think that's my recommendation.
Hunter. I'm gonna. Sounds cool.
Don't watch it with your kids though.
Okay.
But okay, murder mysteries. Evan tried to get me to watch Clue all that time. Bad move. Don't get me to watch Clue. Like you did it best. You had me watch Werewolf Within. Or is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was intrigued by that because it was funny. And I guess Clue is too. I have a hard time with older movies, so I need something recent to get me into the older stuff. But I did review Werewolf Within.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with Werewolves Within, the menu and Fresh. They're all kind of the same genres where it's comedy, horror, thriller. It has all three of those aspects, which makes for a great movie.
They have what's my ideal movie? It's a romantic comedy with a sci-fi horror twist.
Yes.
They have 3 out of the 5 characteristics of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, 3 out of the 5 is pretty damn good to me.
Yeah, I guess they don't say it's a thriller for Werewolves Within, but I disagree. I think that's somewhat of a thriller. So
I was thrilled watching the movie.
That's right.
I was also thrilled watching Glass Onion, but before Glass Onion, I thought I had to watch Knives Out. Turns out you don't have to watch Knives Out to watch Glass Onion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad I did because both of them had awesome stories. And when I was watching Knives Out, I just remember your review and I was I'll be honest with you, I was kind of tuned out. But when I was like, Peter, who's the killer? And you're like, yeah, I don't want to tell you. And I was like, is it Chris Evans? And you're like, I don't want to tell you. And I was like, why? Because you're your doppelganger. And I was totally joking. But when I was watching the movie, I was thinking of your review the entire time. And I was like, I'm a dick, man. Like that movie was so good at playing everybody else around. And then you just look at Chris Evans and you're like, you're a cock. You're such a cock, dude. And he's so good at it, dude. Like the way he plays his character. I haven't seen Chris Evans act like that. Like he was in the last time he was not another teen movie and Scott Pilgrim. He just had that arrogance to him, dude. And I love when Chris Evans has, and he's starting to take more of that role, like what was that movie he did recently with the Russo brothers?
Oh, The Gray Man?
The Gray Man.
Yeah.
he's got a little bit of that cockiness to him, you know.
Mhm.
And Fantastic Four, he was cocky. So I miss that Chris Evans. I don't need that. I don't need the Captain America like romanticizer Chris Evans. Give me the cocky one.
Yeah.
He was perfect in this.
Which is kind of funny because I think most of his characters, he's mostly like that. I think Captain America is like the one that he's not.
I know, and maybe yeah, you're right. You're right. And it was refreshing to see him like that because dude, he just played this preppy dude who just like thought he had everything, you know? He had
Mhm.
everything under control. And the way Knives Out plays out is nobody knows what the hell's going on. And it's just and they think that it's all one character and they just like go after that one character the whole time. But their little nuances are the funniest. Like
Mhm.
Ana Diamaris where she couldn't lie, so she would throw up.
Yeah.
Like little things like that. So
Yeah.
Knives Out, what 2 years ago? I can technically spoil that one if I wanted to, but Glass Onion, again, dude.
Do not
Okay,
spoil.
yeah, no, I won't do this one. But Glass Onion, dude. I mean, same, but different. Like it's the same premise, totally different characters, and it just why you watch these, and I think it finally clicked with me is you get vested with these characters. Like you really start feeling for them and their backstory, and
Mhm.
then they throw a little twist at you where you're like, "Hey, that person's actually an asshole, and they're probably the killer." And then it steers off to another direction. You're like, "Wait a minute, that person's actually a good person." Um, I think where Ryan Johnson does really well with these is he is able to get some of the best cast to do these movies. Have you seen the
Yeah.
cast for Glass Onion?
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. I mean, Dave Bautista, Edward Norton.
I'm glad you
Kate
said Batista
Hudson.
first because have you and I been talking about this where I think Dave Batista is probably one of the best wrestlers turned to actors. Everybody thinks like The Rock is a better choice or maybe even John Cena, but dude, I think Dave Batista has so much more of a range
Yeah.
in everything versus the other two. Like the other two are meatheads. And one is The Rock, and one is John Cena is funny, and he's kind of a dumb meathead. But I've seen Batista be the dumb meathead. I've seen him become the action star. I've seen him in the thriller. I've seen him in the comedy, murder mystery. Like he has really good range.
And then he's coming up with the horror one
with
M. Night. So,
yeah, exactly. So, dude, he's a standout character in this one, in my opinion. Edward Norton, dude, he's just good. He's good. He's good at. Do you know what his character is?
No, dude. This is another one where I think the less I knew, the better for me. Which tomorrow night I'm having a little movie date night with the wife, and I'm like, we need to watch this movie, even though she doesn't really want to watch it, but I'm gonna force her.
So this is how I'll wrap this one up because I don't want to tell you too much.
Okay.
You're gonna like Dave Bautista's character. You're gonna love Edward Norton, and the story is not Knives Out. And don't go into this expecting it to be like Knives Out. It's its own thing, and enjoy it, and make her watch it, and ask her questions throughout the movie. Like ask her those questions like, who do you like here? Why do you like this one? You know, stuff like that. Just because it that's how I stay vested in these movies and watch them.
We did that with Knives Out too. I think we went through and kind of like, oh man, who do you think it is? And we like kind of like weighed the options and like everything that's going on. And here's the thing: is like Ryan Johnson. I think he's just such a good writer, and how he can put develop those characters and put these mysteries and clues together. It's just so great because he's like, if you go back, like there's one of his early films is called Brick with Gordon Levitt. And
did you know Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in all his movies as a
cameo?
Easter egg.
Wait, what? Like even in Star Wars: The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Whoa. Do you actually like you can pick him out?
They're Easter eggs, dude.
All right. Well, I did not know that, and that's really cool because yeah, it might even be his very first film, but Brick is really good. It's a mystery set in like high school with Jordan as the detective, kind of the boy detective. And it's, dude, like I said, man, he's so good at writing these characters and coming up with these mysteries and how it unfolds. It's just amazing, and you see it, dude. He's such a character driven writer, and that's what happened in Last Jedi, which I know a lot of people hate that, but that was one of the things, dude. Like he moved those characters forward in such a great way, even though maybe the plot kind of just went in a circle and didn't really go anywhere. But where those characters actually ended was light years away from what fucking J.J. Abrams did.
Maybe that's what Disney needs to bring him back in a Star Wars realm. They need a murder mystery Star Wars edition.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, I would watch. Oh, there was a rumor that he's gonna do it with the Muppets.
Oh wow, that'd be fun.
Yeah, but I would watch Star Wars over that.
Me too. And I still hope he gets his own Star Wars thing. I think if he had, full control and got to write his story, I think it would be fantastic. I think if he didn't have to like abide by like certain things, I think it'll be awesome. And I think there's still some hope for that to happen, but I don't know. Like, so many people are upset with Last Jedi, but I hope people can look past that and see what he actually did with those characters. So I'm super stoked to watch Glass Onion, and it's nice that it's going to be just on Netflix where I can just watch it from the comfort of my home. But it's good enough that Netflix actually released it in the theaters for at least 1 week, because that's how much they like this film. So
Absolutely. Yeah, this is one you got to watch. I mean, I won't spoil anything. I won't tell you anything more. It's really fun to see that this is the characters are completely different than Knives Out.
mhm.
And it's not just a rinse and repeat of Knives Out, and the way they introduced Daniel Craig's character is pretty funny. So
Nice.
this is a definite watch, and I hope this continues more of a trend of murder mysteries.
Dude, there's been a few. I mean, we already named off a few of them. So, I just think it's this type of writing. I guess keeping things interesting is I feel like we're seeing more and more of it, and I like it. It's having that indie vibe, right?
Yes.
With a nice giant cast. And they're crushing it right now. So I can't wait to watch Glass Onion. So let's go to our last segment, Ryan.
Let's finish this up. Let's find it real quick. It's not the more you know. Oh my gosh, Peter, I lost it. What are we doing on this last one?
The moaning.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was actually looking for.
Yes! Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta send you a photo of Churro, but his ears are just like ping. He's Yoda right now, dude.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. He's like, "What are you doing, dude?" Anyway, mine's already out, dude. I'm gonna watch Hunter x Hunter, and after this episode, I want you to just read the description, because I think it falls in line of like the type of horror movie that you like.
Nice.
That's all I gotta say.
Well, I already read the description. I didn't want to watch it, so
Okay.
Yeah, my recommendation. Oh man, I don't. I don't have anything new, but I watched Violent Night
Mhm.
based off of your review, and from the trailer, and it was fantastic, and so that's my recommendation. I think I enjoyed it even more than how you described it, which I was like, oh man, you described it pretty well. And then I watched it like, oh, this is way better.
Okay, since it's out, I mean, the Home Alone aspect of it, the
hilarious,
right, dude, Home Alone, and the backstory of Santa. And dude, I like John Leguizamo in it too. I thought he was a
Dude.
really good villain, dude.
Yeah. And I thought everyone did a great job. It's some good character developments, and I
the
liked. What was that?
The twist.
Yeah, the twist and everyone kind of got their own little screen time and got their triumphant moments, you know, like it wasn't just centered on Santa Claus, right? I think that's the part I liked. It's this rated R violent action flick that's a Christmas movie where they took all those themes and put it into this violent movie, which there's what's not to like. It's awesome. So that's my recommendation. I think it's still, dude, we just got into January. You still got a little bit of that holiday cheer. Watch Violent Night.
Yeah, it just came out on streaming services. It's like Halloween movies. You can watch them in November.
Absolutely.
All the way till February.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for listening. It is we're looking forward to 2023. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to hit that 365 mark, and who knows where we'll go from there.
We are going to be streaming from there perfectly fine. Peter's like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
We're going to have our own network.
Maybe.
Yeah,
everything's just going to blow up for us at episode 365. Check out our website, bmoviesbeyond.com. You can get to all our social media, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to all of them so you don't miss a thing.
I'm not going to miss nothing.
That's right. I don't want to miss a thing.
We should recreate that song.
For Movies and Beyond. Pew pew out!
Pew pew out!
Be sure to visit